ever noticed this. Whenever there's a breaking story on news, it seems like cable news already has a complete graphics package for it, even though it just happened. Like the second it starts snowing, they already have graphics that say the Great Blizzard of 2015, just ready to go. Well, I've always thought it was because the graphics departments at news networks move really fast. That they just have incredibly talented people who move really fast. But we here at Late Night learned that it's because they have a ton of pre-made graphics ready to go for any scenario. And I can prove it. We downloaded this program that all the news channels have at their disposal, and there really is no story it doesn't have graphics ready for. Like, let me show you. First, we've come up with a news story, like let's say Canada invaded America. So you would think it would take hours for a graphics team to come up with that, but no, I just enter the story, it searches the database, and they've got it. A-bombs. Amazing. I've been trying to stump it all day. Like, for instance, let's do another one. All right, so, okay, so, like, let's say we find out Seattle Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch doesn't like talking to the press because he's worried they'll find out he's actually an alien life form. So we enter that, and then, boom, they got it. Marshawn Lynch. It's ready for anything. In fact, all right, you know what? Let's, you, sir. Me? Yeah. Just like, come up with a news story off the top of your head that you don't think they'll have.
Oh, I don't know.
Nah, come on, man. Just give it a shot.
Okay. Something with bees. Maybe all the world's bees getting into a huge bee fight?
All the bees in the world getting into a huge bee fight. They got it. Rumble in the Bumble. You man, name an impossible news story.
What if we find out Kim Jong-un has a long-lost twin?
Then you would be totally covered. Boom. Kim Jong-dos. Yay, I'm so happy you're so happy. There is no news story they don't have.
I got one.
Yep.
What if the world floods?
Oh, I mean, global warming, that sounds pretty easy, you know?
But everyone's okay with it.
Ooh, everyone's okay with it. They got it. World flood party. Yeah.
Okay, what about this? A giant sinkhole swallows the west wing of the White House, along with Barack Obama. Now, he's fine, but they can't get him out. And he has to continue being president from the bottom of the sinkhole.
They got it. The Oval Office. Very nice try there.
Seth, over here, I got one it doesn't have, okay? Now, what if a group of copy machines suddenly come alive?
Yeah.
And they form a band.
Okay.
And it's a great band. Better than the Beatles.
Okay.
And the band is so successful that they triumphantly sell out Madison Square Garden.
They have got it. Zero.
Okay. All right. Okay. But what if they're terrible?
What if the same band of Xerox machines isn't good, but instead, this time, they're terrible? They just spell terrible, terrible. They got it! Zeros! Okay. We have time for one more.
I got it. I'm gonna stump the crap out of this thing.
All right.
What if action star Jean-Claude Van Damme wakes up one morning and he's like, I need to do something exciting, something I have never done before in my entire life. So he puts on a dress, a wig, and makeup, and he drives a cable car down the streets of San Francisco. All right. So he's driving, he comes up on one of his favorite places to be, a Fish concert. shit. Anyway, he reaches for the brake and the handle pops off and the streetcar speeds out of control. He screams, help me, but he does it like a lady, so it's like, help me, but he also has that accent, so it's like, help me. Anyway, he crosses into the very stage where his favorite band, Fish, is playing Do You Have That Set?
They have it! Madame Van Dam, San Fran Tram slams into Jam Band, man.
Kraft natural shreds. Not made with just any milk. We start with fresh milk, carefully selected from only U.S. dairy farms. Because to make something amazing, you gotta start with something amazing. Kraft natural cheese.
After years of being treated like she was invisible, it occurred to Mindy she might actually be invisible. But Mindy was actually not invisible.
What are you doing?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
She had just always been treated that
You
way.
don't look at me like that. There are worse things than an attractive woman touching your body.
Join the nation that sees you as a priority.
Nationwide is on your side.
Jack's heart attack didn't come with a warning. Today, his doctor has him on a bare aspirin regimen to help reduce the risk of another one. If you've had a heart attack, be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
We take great care with what goes into our chalice. Only maize, hops, barley, and water. And because water is so important to us, we've partnered with water.org to help those who don't have access to it. Each limited edition chalice provides 5 years of clean drinking water to women in the developing world.
Rated RP down. Out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Get Xbox One and 4 free Halo games, all for $349.
I'm Dwayne Johnson, and I'm hosting SNL with musical guest George Ezra. Bobby, I have a joke ready for my monologue that I used to tell on the set of Furious 7.
Great.
How do you know that 7 is furious?
I don't know.
Because 7, 8, 9. Mic drop, boom.
Oh, I used to look up to you, man.
Only iHeartRadio could bring together this many stars in one night with a tribute to Justin Timberlake, plus host and performer Jamie Foxx. The iHeartRadio Music Awards, live Sunday 8, 7 Central, here on NBC.
Listen to this sweet symphony of flavor. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Here comes the fruitful crescendo. Incredible.
Pillsbury toaster strudel. If Beethoven made breakfast.
They're magically delicious.
Ha! Very funny, Kyle.
Is a very talented actor, writer, and director. His latest film, While We're Young, opens in select theaters this Friday. Let's take a look.
Well, it's just a strained muscle. But the more concerning thing here is your arthritis.
Arthritis?
Yes, you have arthritis in your knee.
Is arthritis a catch-all for some kind of injury to the...
No, arthritis is a degradation of the joints.
Yeah, I know what traditional arthritis is, but...
I'm not sure what you mean by traditional, but this is arthritis.
Arthritis? Arthritis?
Yes. I usually just say it once.
Please welcome Ben Stiller.
you're doing the show.
It's nice to have one.
Yeah, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Because otherwise,
is it nice
it's
to have a show?
sitting at a desk at home waiting for people that never come.
Yeah. Well, I showed up.
Thank you very much. You just had a vacation that most people take vacations to relax.
Yes.
What you did does not seem relaxing to me. You scuba dived with sharks.
Yes, I did.
Just for real sharks. And
no, it was fun. It was actually, I did find it relaxing.
But now this is actually like what you were scuba diving amongst.
Yes, yeah. But let me explain. I'm not like, I don't go scuba diving with sharks.
Okay.
It's just, and my friend is doing a book, Michael Muller, he's a photographer, he's doing a book for Caution about sharks.
Got it.
To raise awareness about sharks being killed. There's 70 to 90 million sharks a year that are being killed. So he said, hey, I'm going to go shoot some sharks down in South Africa. Do you want to come? And I've always scuba dived since I was about 15 years old. So I said, yeah, definitely. It's one of those things I would love to do. But I had no idea what it would be like. And it was actually really scary and fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do they like? Do they ever say like? For me, I would be worried that right before I would go in the water, they would say something that would trip me out.
Yeah. No. Well, first of all, what happens is you go in the boat and you go out to the water, and then they, start to sort of like try to attract the sharks, and then the fins start to come and they start to circle around outside the boat, and that's when you, in your mind, are thinking, I want to stay in the boat. But that's when they say, come on, time to jump in the water. It's sort of counterintuitive.
Yeah.
And then they give you a camera, and I said, I don't really want to take pictures. They no, it's to bat away the sharks.
That's where I'm done. I'm officially out.
I was like, can I get a shark stick or a harpoon? But no, it's like just to let them know that you're not bait. You know what I mean? That you're not something for them to eat, really.
Gotcha.
So once you kind of give them a little tap on the nose, because they're very curious. These are blue sharks. They're about 3 to 6 feet long.
Okay.
And they're very beautiful. So you jump in there and they start to come around, and I started to feel like, okay, it's kind of like everybody's cool, and we're hanging out. A couple came over, and I gave a little bat with the thing. Actually took a picture, and then I got into like it's very binary. I feel like it's either they're going to attack you or they're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just
there's
very
no
simple.
middle ground.
Yeah.
You never have a conversation with a shark where you're saying, what's happening in this relationship? Where is this going?
No. It's all just like, it's just there. And we got into a good thing, and then a mako shark showed up. And makos they call them mini great whites. And and he had just a totally different attitude. Right. He's angry, he was fast, he was bigger.
It's like a college kid showing up at a high school party. This is not fun anymore. This guy brought his own beer.
Right, and it's like, we're all doing well here together, So that was a little freaky. But the craziest thing was then getting in the cage with the great white sharks.
Okay, so you did the cage?
Yeah, which was even more scary.
Why is a cage scarier than free swim or whatever you call this?
When is getting in a cage ever good? Right?
Yeah,
First,
that's true.
I mean, it's you're trapped in there, and then the shark comes, and basically it's a chaotic, frightening kind of. That's the picture that I took. Wow. That's like a Jaws-like experience that's happening. It's much scarier because the shark is bigger, and it doesn't feel totally safe, really.
Right.
It feels like they're sort of like, I don't know if that's intentional, like they want the experience to be crazy for you, but.
And I guess that's the thing where you're so right. You never think, well, thank God I'm in this cage. Because.
No, you definitely think, thank God I'm in the cage when the shark comes.
But at the same time, like, the shark looks so much bigger than the cage.
The shark is much bigger than the cage.
I'm just saying, yes, cage is better than no cage, but not as good as boat, and even boat's farther behind, like, back at the hotel.
Yeah. No, the whole thing is a very surreal experience, but I'm glad that I did it. I think I would do it again.
Did any of the sharks recognize you for your work?
A few asked for pictures.
They were like, oh my God.
I said no because then all the sharks are going to want to.
So tell us about your new film, Bobby. The second time you've worked with Noah Baumbach. You did Greenberg with him, which is excellent. You were great.
And this is kind of a lighter movie. It's like a generational comedy about a couple in their 40s. Naomi Watts and I play a couple who've been married for a while, and we meet this couple in their 20s that Adam Driver and Amanda Seyfried play. And they sort of shoot this injection of excitement into our life, and we sort of get obsessed with this couple in their 20s and their sort of carefree, hipsterish lifestyle.
That's really fun. Did you ever find that in your life, that moment where you were like, oh, this is that I can't keep up with other people anymore?
I felt that when I was making this movie. I was very exposed to that. We shot the whole thing in Brooklyn, and I mean, it's amazing the lengths that people go to be cool, and I enjoy it. I admire it. It's just so exhausting.
Yeah, no, being cool is the
way, yeah.
When I turned 40, it was the best. I stopped pretending I liked music that was supposed to be cool.
Yes.
And I basically made an announcement. It's like, I like Billy Joel. And I liked him this whole time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I started going back further and further.
Yeah,
Billy
exactly.
Joel, Elton John, you know.
I'm only listening to greatest hits albums.
Yes. You own it.
Yeah.
You have to own it because it feels it's your homeostatic level that you exist at. You know what I mean? You can go and check out Alt Nation maybe, but you're really going to come back to lithium.
Yeah, exactly. And Adam Horvitz is in the movie as well. One of the Beastie Boys.
Yeah. He's
great.
He's a great actor, and he hasn't been acting for a long time. He used to act. When I was starting out, I would go on auditions, and he was doing a lot. Right when the Beastie Boys were happening, like he did like an Equalizer episode, you know, and I think he was in like a serious drama that the guy directed, Chariots of Fire directed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So then he, went and became iconic Beastie Boy. So now he decided to join us in this movie.
But you did something that this is like fantasy camp plus, because you actually performed live with the Beastie Boys.
Yes, back in 2008, they were doing a Rock the Vote tour, and they called and said, "Hey, do you want to get on stage with us and do like a little bit to try to trying to get people to vote?" And so I came on for a verse of a song in place of Ad Rock. We bought the same outfits. We went to like Kmart or something and got like hunting gear, and I came out. It was literally the most nervous I've ever been in my life.
More nervous than Sharks.
10 times.
Oh
more.
yeah. We have footage. You look. I gotta say, you look outstanding here.